All
natin,
troops
it's broken.
deployed.
Still broken.
But there's no in between. If you nerf it to the ground, people won't use it. But if it's playable, it's OP.
Yeah.
Nasa ganun siya.
And let's see if KelVJ hashtag the king, tinatawag nila.
Oh, the
If
king.
will he be able to use this hero para mapuwersa ang game number 5 para sa Bren E Pro. As they're playing Renzo with the Tams, KelVJ onto this Harith, Greed sa X-board. Just support JP naman sa kanyang Ranger and it's Reflesha onto that Hylos.
And Jace and the others, kanina ganito rin yung naging kaso onto the side of BRE. But right now, medyo mas nagiging mas maingat sila. Toshi still wants blood. He's trying to kick out dito si Greed. Pero sabi ni Greed, masyadong mataas yung buhay ko.
You know what? This is a very important rotation mula sa Bren E Pro. Kasi the way I see PLDT Smart Omega, whenever they win games, they put their safe laner para makuha yung red buff as soon as possible. Para i-clear out niya yung minion wave sa baba and then go for the red buff. But what Bren E Pro did is they kind of skipped.
Launch
Hinayaan nila
attack!
dito si Toshi na makakuha ng isang wave but they will snag itong red buff, which is also very important for Bruno.
And look at this. Here comes the pressure. And right now, Firaga armor is down. Toshi dito will be using the flicker. And they are at a very bad spot. Pero yung Farsa nandun sa may taas, they will just get this turret. And this is the BRE we know. They will take this turret ng maaga. Hayes dito just throwing out those bombs. But those time bombs won't really cut it. BRE gets the first objective of the game.
So one way for you to kind of peel the lane stabilizing power
Launch
of
attack!
something like a Diggy is tanggalin mo sila away from the safety of their tier 1 turrets. If nasa ilalim ng tier 1 turrets ang Diggy at yung kanyang safe laner, hindi mo sila kaya. But if you force them out of that, put them in the middle, for example, middle ng tier 1 and tier 2, dapat po sa talaga palayo yung Diggy and its effectiveness in lane stabilization is nullified.
Now, there are arguments din, Kuya Wolf, na ganito yung sinasabi nila na mas maganda nga daw na take down agad yung turret ng maaga kasi daw mas lumalapit daw sa base. Yung ano,
That's also one thing. That's a classic
alam mo yun,
MOBA
that's a classic MOBA
knowledge.
But the thing about it is, when you push out the lane, that only means na mas malayo yung tatakbuhin mo. Pero right now, Haji, at a very bad spot! Sabog mga kaibigan! Greed gets the kill!
Hindi rin nagtugma yung pag-level 4 ni Heat doon. Could have used the Hurricane Dance, but of course, kaka-level 4 lang niya doon. At by the time he gets his Hurricane
Turtle
Dance, he's ultimate,
resurrecting
hindi na
soon.
niya kaya iligtas si Farsa mula doon sa Last Insanity. And of course, how could you actually save your teammates from Last Insanity? And it's important to take note that Greed at 3 minutes, having the level 4, is so much of a good power spike for Bren E Pro all of a sudden.
And look at Heath. Ang daming nakalsalalay sa kanya dito. He's at level 4. Makuha siya ng isang game-breaking na Hurricane Dance dito, catching out 3 heroes into 1 Hurricane Dance. That could be the deal breaker. But right now, Heath and the others, they're actually trying to get the kill. Pero
GG's
JP
here.
napalayo doon. Pero sabi ni JP, hindi mo na ako mahuhuli yan. Fool me twice. Medyo mabigat na yun.
They will be able to run away, keep their lead intact at this point. KelVJ, 0 kills and 0 assists. But he's level 7 at this point. Bilang Harith. Farm really well. Wow! Kenji with the crossover! And it comes the rest. But it's not enough. Renzio does have the counter in Inferno at makakatakbo mula sa PLDT Smart Omega.
And Toshi dito keeping a lot of those Detsonatas. But right now, Haji, nakita na naman siya si Greed. Si Greed talaga yung nag-iisang tao dito na magaling maghanap ng paksa.
Yeah.
Lahat na naghahanap ng paksa binibigay sa kanya.
Yeah. Was their series laban to Signal Ultra Warriors. It is not that different here para sa Bren E Pro with the X board. Laban sa PLDT Smart Omega, but you can see that Bren E Pro are still leading, but not to the biggest of lead. In fact, isa pa nga lang yung naging nakikita nating kill sa mapa. This is what you feel like when somebody's at match point na rin.
Alam mo yung dating kasi ng Farsa ngayon, kung bakit siya sobrang effective. Kasi there are times kasi na some people, you know, just alam mo ang kailangan sa isang Farsa, hindi ka mag-hesitate. Pero, you cannot hesitate, but at the same time, you cannot make a blind guess. So parang kapag ka nag-blind guess ka, it will cost your life. Every single time. But right now, for the side of BRE, ang galing na ginagawa nila dito na nahahanap at nahahanap niya talaga yung Farsa.
It's very important. Now Farsa already using Feathered Airstrike. Only ang na-achieve lang nila doon is patagalin yung Firaga Armor. Now hitting trouble. There's a Zaman Force. Time's Journey gonna be popped. But he still falls. Mula doon sa ating Harriet. And they might not be done this time. KelVJ though, hindi na siya magpo-proceed because the threat is there. It comes Kenji. But is this a good fight? No, it wasn't. KelVJ will not be able to get a kill. There's the Feathered Airstrike. No one will fall mula sa Bren E-Pro. Sa hinaba habang ng Precision Butters, isa lang pa rin ang namatay sa clash na yun.
But then again, Wolf, just looking at the Farsa performance of Haji from game number 3 to game number 4, night and day ang difference na itong setup na to. And right now, si Haji, he's not really getting that much impact into this game. Kumbaga parang sinabi ng BRE dito, parang gets na namin kung paano kayo shutdown. Parang dapat ata talaga hindi binibigay yung Brock sa inyo.
Just don't give the Grok. Might be, but now, Green finds him in a bit of a pickle, but he does have the immortality. Kaya lalaban pa rin sila. The stun will connect. Now Heath forced to use the Hurricane Dance at this point. At makakataka. Sabi ng Bren Pro, this is a tank. Maybe not worth it to chase. Hindi na lang sila magabol dito. But Farsa forced to use the Feathered Airstrike. Medyo tumapang ang Bren Pro dito. They wanna force out with KelVJ and Rafflesia in here. Pero sabi ng PSO, sila naman na kailangan namin patayin. That's the canon. And Bren Pro will have to back down.
As long as the Hurricane Dance is not available for the side of Akai, sometimes BRE could just, you know, force their way in. But nagiging matalino din sila dito. They do not want to make the same mistake as they did in game number 3. That was a very costly mistake that costed them the whole game.
Wow. You know what, Butters, I want to bring up a different point of view this time. I mean, PLDT Smart Omega, they're trailing behind.
Yes.
Pero I think they're doing something interesting na mukhang mag-work pa rin. They're putting Haji Z instead of the killing machine to a wave clear machine para hindi sila ma-pushan dito ng Bren E-Pro. And it kinda allows the Bruno to be online in a little bit of time.
Time is of the essence here para sa side ng BRE. Pero when you are delaying and they cannot get the middle turret ng maaga,
Still okay.
you're still okay. Kumbaga parang ang ginagawa nila dito, it's all
Turtle resurrecting
about the
soon.
idea na hindi ka magbibigay ng turrets ng ganito kaaga. Yes, they lost the top lane, but at the same time, yung top lane na yan, medyo costly yan para sa kalaban mo. Because yan yung pinaka-mahabang lane para makabalik sila. And if they ever go for a bad decision na mag-initiate, mahahabol mo sila sa posisyon na yan.
Then again, Bren E-Pro will not let that happen. Alam natin na meron silang Harriet, and one thing that you always have to take note about the Harriet is give him a little bit of time and papatumben niya yung turret. Zaman Force and Chrono Dash works wonders against turrets. That's why sobrang taas ng value talaga ng Harriet even before. Kasi bukod sa teamfight potential and yung kanyang damage, also take down objectives so quickly.
Si Haji na nag-out of bounds na tinamaan.
Grabe naman yun. Lumalabas na sa mapa.
Lumalabas na sa mapa si JP.
Pwede pala yun.
Lumalabas na sa mapa dito si Haji. Tinamaan pa rin siya ni JP.
Grabe.
Kumbaga sinasabi na ni JP dito na wala kang kawala.
Wala kang kawala. And look at this. Haze. Just a little bit of...
Oh,
Heath. Actually, he might be forced out. That's immortality pops. And mukhang makapatay siya dito. Oh no, not yet. Heath though. It's the Hurricane Dance. The 850 though. There comes the jump. Time's Journey ginamit natin the punishment. KelVJ might be doing wonders this time but will not be able to pierce through the turret.
Doon sa taas! Doon sa taas! Tabs is doing work mga kaibigan. He's dito.
Two cannons.
Just in time. 2 canyons. Will this be the takedown of the
Kaya ba?
turret? Hindi.
So close.
Naabot. Ginamit yung retribution.
So close for Bren E-Pro. 3 kills pa lang tayo ngayon, Butters. 3 kills. 9 minutes. But Bren E-Pro are getting ahead in terms of economy in such a massive way. The only one that's having a good time para sa PLDT Smart Omega might be Toshi, perhaps Haji Z, but it's not gonna be enough. We'll see.
This is the most crucial part of the game for the side of PSO. Yes, things are looking grim for their side, pero this isn't a lost
Lord
cause na.
resurrecting soon.
I'm just saying that there's still a chance for PSO to come back from this. BRE, they should be careful. Hindi ganun ka-dominating yung galaw nila dito. They only got 3 kills. PSO got 0. So, ibig sabihin, any uptime na magagawa nila dito in terms of farm, hindi naman nila na-delay dito inside ng PSO. But right now, look at this. Rhapsody, Detsonator rather, will only hit once. Pero the Lord is going to be the next target for both of these teams. Crucial part na tayo kay Wolf.
Ito na. 10 minutes in. We are gonna have to ask, enough na ba yung na-amass na goal dito ng Bren E-Pro to hammer down PLDT Smart Omega using the battering ram against the defenses of PLDT Smart Omega? I mean, if anything, hindi na pwedeng magpa-pick off dito ang PLDT Smart Omega.
Okay, tatandaan mo yung amas pag gusto mo sumama yun. Pero right now, on to the middle lane, rather to near the bush. There was an attempt to actually catch out etong si JP.
So actually, ito pala yung nangyari. If you remember, game number 2, what PLDT Smart Omega did when they had the lead is not let Bren E-Pro get away from their base. Bren E-Pro, binigyan nila ng konting opening dito yung PLDT Smart Omega, and in fact, nakakuha ng mga buffs yung PLDT Smart Omega with that little amount of time when they tried to go for the control over the Lord area. That is such a gamble mula sa Bren E-Pro, and you would think that PLDT Smart Omega are so happy with that kind of opening. That being said, however, Bren E-Pro, nasa kanila pa rin ang control sa ating mapa. They still have the wheel at this point.
But still, Wolf, look at the main idea here for the yung pag-start ng isang hero, ng isang team sa jungle. We have to look at it in a way na dapat hindi na nakakalabas yung PSO dito sa may mapa. Pero, tingnan mo yung lakas na loob nila. They still have access to the jungle. So that means there is still a big chance for PSO to turn this all around, given that they do even have the Diggy on their side.
But I would say na meron pa rin naman maraming places dito ang Bren E-Pro. Have to take note. Top lane, there's a little bit of pressure. And nakita nyo yung notification na yun, Lord has been enhanced.
The Lord has been enhanced. Kung nakita nyo, purple lang yung Lord. Ngayon, yellow na siya.
Pagka 2020,
2020, new
Lord.
New year, new me. New decade. New decade rather.
There. Like you said, Kuya Butters, I think nakakahinga nga talaga ang PLDT Smart Omega dito. You still cannot give 100% to this game to Bren E-Pro.
Yes!
PLDT Smart Omega are getting valuable mini skirmish victories in here.
Kanina at will lang kinukuha ng PSO lahat ng lahat ng objectives. But right now, it doesn't even matter because lumalaban na sila dito. Right now, the time journey is there. Hurricane Dance will be used. Renjo here, pinapalayo na sila. It will go down. Ito na ata hinahanap nila mga kaibigan. Pero nasa pinakalikod, Joe is there. Let us see. Kenji! And an assassinate on KLBJ. But right now, they will go for the comeback. The retaliation mga kaibigan. Farsa here, still trying to deal so much damage. Haze doon, hinaharapan niya lahat. Pero it still wasn't enough. Haze is still alive.
That's still a 1-for-1 trade-off after a very close engagement between two teams. Now Greed will be able to run away. That was so close. But again, sobrang wounded na nga yung Bren E-Pro doon na hindi nila kayang i-convert into a Lord take. And even then, KLVJ is down. Interestingly, Bren E-Pro 1-for-1 pa rin ang nangyari even after winning so much in the early stages of the game. And you will be surprised, sobrang ganda ng positioning ni Haji Z at ni Toshi yung time na yun.
I'll just say na sobrang ganda ng pinakita doon ni Kenji because he really knows his targets. Alam niya pag si KLVJ yung tinanggal niya, his level 15 hero at kaya sila talagang prasuhin, BRE will give more time to PSO para makapag-farm dito si Toshi.
And parang ano nangyari doon, tinanong si Kenji, para kanino ka bungabangon?
Para kanino?
Para patay nyo, Hari.
Oo, ganun. Ganun yung nangyari sa kanila dito. Pero alam mo, Wolf,
I think I saw that happen even before, maybe through LPE wherein merong that was LPE when they also have Cho versus the Harith, and they were so down in terms of kills, but it only took like 3 pick-offs onto the Harith using the Cho Way of the Dragon. Isang combo lang and was enough to take out the hero.
Pero alam mo ngayon yung Bruno nakakatakot. Nandun masipa lang talaga yung mukha dito ng mga kalaban. Pero weathered airstrike lang ang katapat. Haji Z holding the line.
Hold the line indeed.
Hold the line. Game number 4. Magkakaroon pa ba tayo ng game number 5? Kanina mukhang hindi na. Pero ngayon, 50-50 na naman tayo mga kaibigan. PSO holding on.
Greed receiving so much damage. Wala kay Toshi dito. Toshi having to use the flicker. There's the feather airstrike. Calvin naman ng 3 beses. Hurricane does it there. Gets the immortality pop. Now they have to run down this time. The flesh up manning the front lines. Pero mapapatay pa rin siya dito ng Bruno. The damage is more than enough. Maghahabol ba ang ability Smart Omega dito? They wanna go for the Lord. Oh, nice guess mula kay HGZ, but very much safe ang Bren Pro at this point.
And this is looking bad for the side of BRE. They cannot finish the game. It's one of the things na kailangan mong bantayan kapag merong marksman katulad ni Bruno dito sa may game. Even the Farsa. Yes, the Farsa didn't have a good early game,
Oh, no.
but it doesn't matter. He had time. Hurricane Dance will be used. Dito matutumba, pero hindi siya matitake down talaga. Haji! One more hit! He uses the third form to actually get out.
Toshi
Pero
still fights!
Immortality is there.
Grabe naman si Toshi dito, pumalag pa rin. Last hit, sana dito iwasan pa kanya. Greed, can you run away? There's the flicker. Feathered airstrike, gagamitin na, but Kenji will have to run away this time. Renjo, tinatry niya mag-pierce sa backlines pero wala siyang aabutan. Heat jumping away mula kay Renjo. The tug of war once again mula sa PLDT, Smart Omega, and Bren Pro. Around the Lord area. Ito pa rin talaga yung nangyayari. Who's gonna win this?
They should actually be taking this down. Kailangan nila hanapin yung Farsa ngayon. That is the question. Reflection dito with the Glorious Pathway. And look at this! The Lord will be there inside of PRE, but right now, they're still fighting. Reflection dito will be going down. And right now, please,
Yeah,
and the
VJ.
others, they're trying their best.
Oh, wait, the
Reflection
dragon!
getting caught out. And that is bad for the side of PRE, but my goodness, JP still trying to fight. JP is down.
Triple kill na naman dito para kay Toshi. Now he still fights. Can he get the fourth one? It looks like he will get it. In time, Maniac will we go for the Savage Greed. Already away. And nakuha ng Bren Pro yung Lord this time. But at what expense? Already, dun sa may top lane, working on the Lord is Farsa as well as Toshi. Have to be careful. It looks really safe naman for PLDT Smart Omega as they trade such valuable victories here. Onto that skirmish.
Even using the millisecond vulnerability before he uses the last insanity to kick out yung X-Borg at hindi na matuloy. Ano ba tong game na to? What kind of mechanics are we seeing? What kind of nuances are we seeing in this game? This is a very high-level match, Kuya Wolf.
And like we were saying, nandito na tayo sa time kung saan nag-coincide na yung power spike ng Bruno at ng Farsa. They're really scared right now, and you can see JP, when he gets into the fight, activate automatically yung feathered airstrike, and it will only take like 2 to 3 hits. This time, if he's still flesh, nasasaktan na, but he does have the Glorious Pathway and will use it. And PLDT Smart to make a time's journey to the side. LBJ! Global and will fall. Digging to get the last hit, but Toshi as well as Farsa, this the damage hit, still fights. Makapang ready
Si Toshi dito! Sinipa ka na lahat!
Nakubo!
Sinipa na lahat si Toshi! Oh my goodness! Here comes the
Oh.
kicks! Renzo
Pero may
dito,
bomba!
still alive,
May bomba!
May
Ooh.
bomba! Sinalo ni Green!
Launch
Greed
attack.
saves his teammate. But then again, PLDT Smart Omega, alam nila, they can feel it. Kel VJ is down. They can't defend this. Feathered airstrike. Sabay kuha ng Torre dito. Now Green will have to use the last insanity. Pero mukhang siya pa yung makakasama. Kenji wants to go and fight. But they can't reach him. Kenji falls for the first time. Death Sonata gagamitin na nga dito. Isa lang ang tumama. But sabi ng PLDT Smart Omega, we want to take the inhibitor. They can feel it. They can feel the championship butters. Oh my
The Grand
goodness.
Slam!
The Grand Slam! Monster
The Grand
kill!
Slam!
And it looks like they still will go for this. Greed, naku po. Wala nang pinag-armor, but still has got the immortality.
Ken VJ!
Will be
Ken
tough.
VJ!
Toshi, no!
gets
Toshi,
rolled out!
the shutdown!
Gets rolled out! Oh my goodness! And another reset for both of the teams! Pahinga naman! Saglit lang!
It's just 8-6.
Saglit lang! Pahinga lang! Saglit!
But they will not let that happen. Bren Pro, they can feel it. Medyo nasa kanila advantage this time. There's the Death Sonata. He smartly goes to the sides instead of straight up retreating. Oh my goodness. Butters, this feels like a very close game, but 8-6 pa lang yung kill score natin.
Na! Hindi pa ako makahinga. Wait lang! Okay. BR dito. They're actually looking to end the game nung namatay si Toshi. Pero ang sabi dito ng PSO, lahat kami may immortality. Lahat nga sa game na to may immortality. Kulang na lang tayo din magka-immortality. Bumili na din tayo. Hindi ko alam
At this point, hindi na nag-matter yung nangyari sa early game. It's all about the late game items right now. Sobrang importante ng Malefic Roar at from anybody actually. Get more damage into the turrets. Take down base structures so quicker. But all that matters right now,
Malefic Roar.
Butters,
Malefic Roar.
it's the Lord.
Kumuha na
Malefic
si
Roar.
JP. Kumuha si JP ng Malefic Roar.
Important. Pierce through the armor and more importantly, take down structures
Lord
faster.
And
resurrecting
Twilight
soon.
Armor will be secured by Kaflisha. He doesn't want those critical shenanigans anymore. And just limit yung damage to 700 points of HP. But right now, Greed and the others, they're really trying to take down this Lord and alam nila kung sino makakuha ng next Lord na to.
In position though, pero alis siya dito. Still has got the ultimate, pero hindi nila force out. Ito na naman, Kuya Butters. Tago po na naman around the Lord area.
Ito na, alam mo, itong Digi na to, yung nagpapahirap talaga ng side ng BRE. They couldn't just go in for a good initiation because they know na kapag nag-glorious pathway na sila, once they go in, they 100% cannot get out.
And again, zone control. I think you will have to favor PLET Smart Omega just because of the fact na meron silang Farsa. Itong gambling.
And look at this! Look at this!
The love story, the never-ending love story of Renjo and Kenji dito sa may top
Eh,
lane.
yan yung pinakamalupit na lokohan sa buong mundo kasi wala namang magkakapatayan dyan eh. Pero doon sa may taas!
Oh,
si Haji!
JP!
Si Haji! Ay! Kamuntikan! Kamuntikan!
There's the glorious pathway. Ang daming mga na-force out na ultimates dito, but I think Bren Pro are happy with the result as they gain sort of control dito sa may Lord area. Now Greed, however, medyo nag-take ng damage dito. Has to use the flicker and no more Firaga armor
Oh,
for
sa may
himself.
backline! Sa may backline! Nandun sa Kenji! Nandun sa Kenji sa may backline! May masisipa ata!
May
Eto na nga! Oh my
But is it gonna
goodness!
be a Farsa? Oh, KLBJ will go down for the first time pero may Zaman for Sangadon. May immortality siya and he might fall. Kenji!
KLBJ!
To get the
KLBJ
victory!
still alive!
Farsa goes
Oh my
down!
goodness!
Toshi in trouble! Habulin dito Brady Bro. There's the flicker! Renjo and the gang! Toshi goes down! Glorious pathway ginamit na nga. They wanna go for haste this time. Can they get the third kill? Mukhang kayang-kaya nila. They have all the slows and all the catch-up in the low.
Pinalo yung bird!
My
Eto na!
goodness!
Oh my goodness! Doon sa may gitna, nagkakabulan! Si JP! Si JP, pinapakil mga kaibigan naman sinisipa!
KLBJ! Oh, Kenji! Oh! Nanalo yung Harit against this Joe! And only hit to
And
defend!
this might be it! This might be it mga kaibigan! We are probably gonna go to a game number 5! This game, nanakit yung ulo ko! Ah! Sakit!
Oh my goodness! Bren Pro! Kenji had the right idea! But KLBJ stands strong at the rest of Bren Pro able to punish!
Hold the
He cannot do it! He can't do it! Hurricane Dance gagamitin niya dito but he will fall. There's still some minions left for Bren Pro. At mukhang eto na nga, di pa! GC respawns in time!
Just
Toshi
go
in
for
here
the
as
Lord.
well.
They are just gonna go for the Lord. They are just gonna go for the Lord. Ito pala yung pakiramdam pagkasigaw ka na lang ang sigaw. Ah! Pero yun, the Lord.
Lord is the next objective. Sobra importante, Butters, for both teams. And it will be slain by Bren. Reset. But of course, alam natin na may napakalaking advantage ang Bren Pro at this point.
Whatever happens right now, maging 4 games man, maging 5 games man, this is very fitting of a Grand Finals game. Kuya Wolf,
Definitely.
pang Grand Finals.
I'm out of words at this point. Hindi na importante ang mga analysis.
Hindi
The
na
stats don't matter anymore. It's all about how they will execute. Feathered Airstrike. Panimula dito sa Bren Pro. Cross pathway and Death Sonata. Napakagandang talon dito. Great with the last insanity but he will go. Now PSO. Napupugaw na sila dito ng Bren Pro. And unti-unti napatay na nila si Toshi. Renzo fights him. And there's the base. Bren Pro forces Game 5.
Game number 5. Crowd goes wild.
I don't know if the viewers can hear it.